Coming to get you, Barbara.
When there's no more room in hell.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you all. Happy Sunday night to you, and happy early Christmas and all that fun stuff. Hope everybody's doing well out there. We got a fun show planned tonight. We did this last year. It was a lot of work because y'all know I'm a one-man band. I love to play my own instrument. But tonight, it's ROMERO Trivia Night. What a way to end 2025. That's how we ended it last year. We're going to do it again this year. We got 4 categories, 5 questions per category, prizes to be awarded at the end of each category. And yeah, so should be fun. I think I have some pretty challenging questions, and the categories are all different. So there's going to be like a mishmash of multiple choice. There's going to be, and if you watch last year's stream, if you participated in last year's stream, I think 3 of the 4 categories were the same for this one. So we got a new one this year. But just something fun to do to end the season. I put a lot of work into it every year, just for the shit of it. I think it's fun. So yeah, ROMERO Trivia Night coming up tonight. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat. We'll wait for a few people. We'll go ahead and get it started here shortly, and wait for a few more people to get in here and make sure everybody's in that wants to play. But so far in the chat, I see Michelle's in the chat. What's up, Michelle? Happy holidays, everyone. I'll be listening, but I'm not sure how much I'll be able to participate because I have a fuck ton of gift wrapping to do. That is how I've spent my entire weekend, so I feel you. Yesterday, Christmas shopping, Jesus Christ, and then a shit ton of gift wrapping, and yeah, it's been a busy weekend, but I feel like I'm almost done. I still have a few things I need to do, but I've pretty much got everything done, and we're all set. So Santa will be here. We'll be here in a couple of days, and I think he's got everything he needs. So let's see. We got Grande. What's up, Grande? Says happy holidays, everyone. Congrats on the semifinals fantasy win. Michael, go win the championship. That's right. You guys didn't know who y'all were fucking with when y'all brought me into the league. Damn it. I'm gonna win it first year champion. No, I'm probably going to get smoked next week, but it's been fun. It's been a fun season all around. I've really enjoyed being in that league, fantasy football league. I'm in one with Grande. Grande has been in it for quite a while, and he added me to it. So it's been fun this season. I'm playing for the champion, hopefully, unless McCaffrey and Downs go completely insane tomorrow. Which McCaffrey, it could happen very easily. But I think right now I feel pretty safe. But but yes, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. But good to see you, man. We got Jeff's in the house. Down is up. Down is up. I always get that wrong. Got it right that time. Happy everyone. What's going on, my man? We got Paul Brooks TV is in the house. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I hope Santa brings me a special edition of the Night of the Living Dead 30th anniversary DVD. Maybe that's one of the prizes I'm giving away tonight. Who knows? Maybe. I mean, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to wake up Christmas morning with that in their stocking? You know what I mean? Yeah, basically the prize. I guess I'll go ahead and show them before we get started with the game. But like I said, there's 4 categories, 5 questions per category. First 5 answers in the chat that get the answers, and I'm going off the chat over here off to the side that everybody can see. So I know last year we had some controversy where it was like, oh well, I answered first, and it showed on their end that they were first, but then somebody came in just behind them, but on my end it was the other way around. So I'll be going off of this screen right here of the answers that come in. So the first 5 correct answers that people get, they will be entered into the wheel of death, as they where you spin the wheel and you find who wins who wins the prize. So yeah, there's 4 different prizes tonight. I'll show them off here in just a second. I'll show you what we're playing for. Let me hit the rest of these comments. Say hi to everyone. We got Matt. What's going on, my man? Matt Blasey in the house. I told Vulo it was canceled. Yeah, Vulo. And it was funny, like in compiling this game this year, because Vulo was just like almost unstoppable last year. Him and Larry were just nonstop last year. So in compiling the game this year, I was like trying to come up with some questions and some different things that I thought might trip them up a little bit. So there's some tough ones in there this year, guys. So get ready, be prepared. We got Bonnie in the house. What's up, Bonnie? Who won last year? Ended up winning the Martin vinyl record last year, so she's back to claim another prize. By God, because Bonnie knows her shit, guys. Let me tell you. I think she was another one that pretty much was like perfect last year on pretty much every question. So, which I figure, doing a game like this, if you're watching me on a Sunday night and you're obviously a huge Romero fan, so it's going to be some stiff competition. I'll say that. Jeff says yes, John is busy, so yes, I'll be thankful for that. D Sun 1978, what's going on, man? Happy holidays, y'all. Happy holidays, my man. Jeff says shopping in New York City was crazy. I couldn't imagine fucking breathing in New York City, let alone trying to get around and shop. I mean, shit was so crazy here in Evansville yesterday. I was trying to go to Five Below, the store where everything is Five Below, hence the name, and the parking lot it's like one of those shopping centers. It's like Five Below and TJ Maxx and all that. The parking lot, I sat in traffic in that parking lot for a solid 45 minutes, and by the end I was just like, fuck it, I'm turning around, I'm just leaving. I'll come back some other time, because it was just impossible. So I couldn't imagine New York City at this time of year. No thank you. Blake, what's going on, man? Blake, hello, glad to be here, glad to have you. Jeff says I got a rock. Hey, that may be one of the secret prizes here. We got a Wicked SS 9160. What's going on? So still remember when I heard the news of Romero passing, RIP? Yeah. I think we all remember where we were, what we were doing that night. If you're a big Romero fan, that was a pretty depressing time for sure. But let's not bring everybody down. We're celebrating. It's Christmas. We're supposed to be joyful and cheerful, and playing a little Romero trivia. So we're all gonna have a little fun tonight. Like I said, 4 prizes on the line tonight. Prize will be awarded after every category, and I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys what the prizes are. And let me see here. Share screen. So the first prize, and these aren't going to be in any order. They'll be on the wheel. So we'll spin. Whoever wins will be eligible for the prize. I'll spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's the prize you receive. If you played last year, you're familiar with that. So the first prize up for grabs, it's going to be any T-shirt that you guys choose from the Alfa Romero, the shop.alfaromero.store, the Alfa Romero store over on TeePublic. If you win, shoot me an email, private message, direct message, DM, Facebook, whatever, however you can get a hold of me. My Facebook, not Facebook, but my email address is available on the YouTube page, so you can shoot it over there. Contact alfaromero@gmail.com. But however you want to get it to me. But yeah, shoot me a email or whatnot with what design you want, what size, what color T-shirt you want, and it's yours. I'll throw in a few little bits and pieces in there with it. So yeah, here's the store. I'll go ahead and show you what. I'll throw it over there. So yeah, here's the shop.Alfa Romero store. Here's the different designs you can choose from. I just added the new Varese Saraban design here, keeping score since 1977. Ice Palace shirt, the winners. Who doesn't want a winners shirt? Of course, you got the Big Time Shopping is here, Monroeville Mall retro shirt there, Thorny MI logo, the Martin Made in the USA logo shirt, Un Film di Jorge Romero, Tom Savini Night. Who doesn't want a Tom Savini Knight Rider shirt? Come on. Everybody knows you want to walk into your family gathering or church social with that shirt on. So yeah, pick any of these shirts. You got the Susanna Sparrow book club shirt, Jack's wife. There's always vanilla. Go for it. Let me know which one you want, what size, what color you want it in, and there you go. And it'll be headed your way. So and of course, Chiller Theater, Night of the Living Dead with Chili Billy there. So yeah, that's what we are. That's what you'll be playing for. That's the first prize here. Let me go back. Second prize up for grabs. So we did a stream on this a few weeks ago. Um, everybody heard a little bit of it, but now is your chance to own the complete set, the complete album. Donald Rubinstein's Dawn Imagined on CD. The entire 12-track CD, brand new, never opened, still sealed. This is just an extra copy that I had. This one's up for grabs. This is prize number 2. So basically, if you're not aware, if you're not familiar, Donald Rubinstein, of course, was the composer for Martin, Night Riders, Bruiser, did the Tales from the Dark Side theme. Originally, when George started working on Dawn of the Dead, he reached out to Donald to come up with a few tracks for the soundtrack for Dawn of the Dead. He was, maybe Donald could do the score for Dawn of the Dead because they had just worked together on Martin. So Donald came up with a few tracks for this album, and or not this album, but came up with a few tracks for Dawn of the Dead. George decided not to use it, and instead, ended up going with the library tracks and Goblin, and the rest is history. But years later, Donald ended up releasing this CD. It's a collection of different stuff that he's done over the years, including the tracks that he had composed for Dawn of the Dead. So if you've ever been curious to hear the music that could have been the soundtrack for Dawn of the Dead, now's your chance. So got the CD up for grabs. Got a DVD here and an extra one of these. Pretty cool. It's it's like a sit down conversation with Stephen C. Schlossman, Max Brooks, the author of World War Z, and George Romero, the man himself. This is Nights of the Living Dead DVD. Pretty cool, really fun and interesting conversation between these three. So this will be up for grabs as well as one of the prize for one of the prizes. And last but not least, this is pretty cool. So Byron Winton is the artist that does most of the Living Dead weekend posters, lots of Romero design, lots of horror designs. He's at a lot of he has a booth at a lot of different conventions. I think the first time I met him was at Horror Hound in Cincinnati and talked to him for a while, and super, super nice guy, super cool guy. But I do have this extra, it's an art print but from Byron Winton of the zombies from Dawn of the Dead. Of course, you got the airport zombie, Harry Krishna zombie, Sharon Hill nurse zombie, Jim Cretton stuff. It's honestly, with Living Dead weekend coming up in June, which is going to be supposed to be the biggest gathering of Dawn of the Dead guests in history. This would be the perfect thing to bring with you to get signed, because I'm guessing I'm going to make a guess that they're going to try to get all 4 of these characters there, all 4 of these actors. But it's called the Clock Tower Gathering by Byron Winton. This can be yours. All you got to do is know your Romero trivia tonight, baby. So yeah, take a good look at that. It's beautiful. It's he does some great work. I mean, like I said, he's been doing the posters for Living Dead weekend for quite some time now, and every year he knocks it out of the park. So I think this is the concept that he used for the, can't remember what year it was, but this was a concept that was used for one of the Living Dead weekend posters back in the day. I want to say, was it the 45th anniversary show, I think? So 2023. So yeah, that would have been the 45th. So there you go. And I had him personally sign it down there as well. So there you go. T-shirt from shop.alpharomero.store, the Alpha Romero store on TeePublic. Your choice, your color, your size. Let me know. It's yours. Plus, like I said, I'll throw in a few extra goodies in it as well. You got the Byron Winton Dawn of the Dead art print, 11 by 17 poster here. Perfect for framing. We got the Nights of the Living Dead on DVD with George Romero, Max Brooks, and Stephen Schlossman. And the Donald Rubinstein Dawn Imagined CD on soundtrack here on CD. So that's what we're playing for. But really, I just like giving prizes and trying to get rid of some of the extra shit I got laying around my house. So, and really, we're all just playing to see who has the biggest dick. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to Romero knowledge and trivia, it's like, let's see who knows their shit. That's right, Matt. Who doesn't want to wear a sexy Tom Savini shirt? I would love to see somebody wear that shirt up to Tom Savini just to get his response and reaction to that. PMC's Midnight Movies. What's going on, man? Says R.I.P. James Ransone. Loved him in Sinister movies and It Chapter 2. He'll be missed. I did not hear about that. Hopefully we don't have another incident like we did last week where we found out midstream that Rob Reiner had been killed. That was a real depressing buzzkill. And as the week's gone on, we found out more about that. It's pretty dark, pretty horrible shit. Let me tell you. Michelle says I have so many of those shirts, including the Savini one. Well, you can get one that you don't have, or you can wait, and you can wait until I get off my ass and get around to designing the Bruiser design or the Dark Half design that you've requested, and it'll come, it'll happen. Granny says a pink, there's always vanilla is going to be in my stocking, baby. There you go. I had to go with the pink on that one. You can get it in whatever color you want. I think Matt Landrum got it in like a gray heather look, and it works fine. But the pink is just, I thought it was just perfect for a movie like There's Always Vanilla. That's right. Michelle has that one too. Grande, it's one of her faves. Granny says, "Hell yeah, Michelle! By the way, you got your Christmas card. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got your Christmas card as well, Michelle. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. I'm surprised it got here as fast as it did, all the way from up in Canada. Impressive time there by the Postal Service. You're welcome. Glad it arrived. Brandon, what's going on, man? Brandon Salisbury, which I'm going to talk about you here in just a second because I did want to show this off real quick. But good evening, everyone. Finally got to check out one of the live streams in a while. Hope everyone has been well. Yeah, man, good to have you. And now that you're on here, perfect segue. I did want to show everybody. I did get the brand new Blu-ray of George A. Romero's Resident Evil documentary from Mr. Brandon, the award-winning documentary from Mr. Brandon Salisbury. And I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. It just came in the mail yesterday, I think. Just got it in yesterday. But I'm very, very much looking forward to this. And I'll do a review of it because, like I said, pretty much which Blasey has a bonus feature on this as well, interview with Matt. So that's cool. Yeah, looking forward to checking out all the bonus features on this thing and watching which I've seen the documentary now like 2 or 3 times, I think. But with the film commentary and everything, like this is a pretty badass achievement, my man. So congratulations to you. Pretty fucking cool. And it's only beginning, sir. It's only beginning. You got much more to offer. So I'm looking forward to checking this out, and I'll let you guys know if it sucks or not, basically. I think these are all pretty much sold out, if I'm not sure. Set that over there for now. Matt says I looked away but heard Bruiser and my head snapped around. Yeah, I'm working on a Bruiser design. I'm trying to figure out my idea for a Bruiser t-shirt design. I would love to design like a party flyer for because we talked about it last week when we were doing the top 10 Romero soundtracks, and Bruiser was on the list for me because I love the party scene at the end with the Misfits and the costumes and everything. I love that scene. I would love to do like a flyer for that party that that Milos would put together and share to whoever. And I'm trying to just figure out like what would be on. So of course you'd have like Misfits, special guests, the Misfits playing live, and then including all the stuff that happens at the party and all that's planned. So I'd love to do like a flyer for that and make that a t-shirt design, but it's going to take some time. But that's my idea. That's my idea of what I would like to do. Brandon says, "Oh shit, those are going for $100." Oh well, fuck! I didn't know that. I wouldn't have opened it. I'd have sold it on eBay. Not just kidding. Yeah, I knew these things sold out so fast on Vinegar Syndrome when they went up. Like I remember, I was lucky enough to get my hands on one because I saw you post about it on Facebook, and then immediately as soon as I saw you post about it, I went to Vinegar Syndrome, and they were already down. Like they had already been like halfway sold at that point. There was like 1,000. I think they were down to like 500. So I quickly snatched one. I think by the next day they were all sold out. So yeah, super lucky, super glad that I was able to get my hands on that, and I'll definitely be reviewing that as soon as I can which I'm going to have, next few weeks off. We're about to have a baby, and so I'm going to have plenty of free time on my hands, rocking baby, feeding baby, and whatever else that's going to detail. So yeah. Michelle says my Blu-ray arrived this week too, Brandon. So you'll have to sign it for me in June. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna need some signatures from Blasey too, because he's prominently featured in the bonus features. Matt says I have some ideas of Bruiser shirts I'd like to see. My people will call you. Yeah, man. Let me know. Let me know. And that's for anybody. If anybody has any T-shirt ideas that you would like to see, let me know, and I'll try to work something up and see what I can do. Paul says my Blu-ray is on its way as well. Congrats, Brandon and Matt. Your interview was excellent. Yeah, I can't wait to check all those out. Like pretty much, like I said, when you get something in terms of the bonus features, like there's a few things that you're like, I could do without. But pretty much every bonus feature on this, I mean, there's the roundtable discussion with you guys, individual interviews. Pretty much every individual interview, I'm interested in checking out. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to digging into all the extra features on this thing. Brandon says they didn't tell me it was launched. I had to buy my own movie to have a copy. that sounds about right. Only found out because the artist tagged me in a post. Go figure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Which it's not Vinegar Syndrome. Like I was going to say, I'm not surprised with it being Vinegar Syndrome, but it's actually Dark Star Entertainment or Pictures that put this out. It was sold via Vinegar Syndrome. So, hey, what can you do? Matt says, "Thanks, brother. I was honored to be asked to sit down and rap about George." Yeah, man. I've said this before on the stream, like probably years ago. Like there are a few people that I could listen to just talk about George for hours, and they're both like, included in the bonus features of this. You, Matt, and Michael Felsher. I could sit and listen to Felsher tell stories about George and talk about George for hours on end and be completely fine. So yeah, I'm super pumped for that. But all right, guys, I think we're ready to get started. Like I said, 4 categories, 5 questions per category. First 5 correct answers in the chat will advance, and will be your names will be added to the wheel, and we will spin to see who wins what. So let's get started. Like I said, we're about 25 minutes in. I think this is a good time to get it rolling. All right. Let me make sure. Everybody ready? I wish I had some like match game music or something. But it is what it is, guys. Like I said, I'm a one-man band here. I only play my own instrument. All right, let's see. What's the first category we're going to do tonight? Here we go. We'll start out with, this is going to be general trivia. This is a multiple choice general trivia. It has to do with George, his films, mostly his films, and the history of such. So, and I say that, and the first question up here is about one of the novelizations. So, so good luck. All right, here we go. Question 1, first category, general trivia, multiple choice. Like I said, first 5 correct answers in the chat will be entered onto the wheel. So here we go. Question 1. In the novelization of Dawn of the Dead, Fran finds a puppy in an abandoned pet shop. What was the name of this puppy? Was it A, Chips, B, Adam, C, Hamilton, D, Buster? I'll repeat. In the novelization of Dawn of the Dead, Fran finds a puppy in an abandoned pet store. What was this puppy's name? Is it A, Chips, B, Adam, C, Hamilton, or D, Buster? So, all right. Here we go. Waiting for some answers to roll in here while we do that. Take a swig. See, D-Sun chimes in, Bonnie chimes in, Brandon chimes in. We got Blake, Adam. Grande. All right. Is it A, Chips, B, Adam, C, Hamilton, or D, Buster? In the novelization of Dawn of the Dead, Fran finds a puppy. What is the name of this puppy? D-Sun saying Chips. Is it Chips? Got a few D's here. Blake says Adam. Okay. Grande's going with A. Nathan, what's going on, man? It's guessing Buster. Michelle says D, which is Buster. All right, I'm going to give a countdown here. 10 seconds. Get your answers in now. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. All right. Only one correct answer in that one. And Blake, you got it, my man. You're on the board. Adam is the name of the puppy in the novelization of Dawn of the Dead. And I think it's also, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the name of the puppy in the original script as well. Could be mistaken. Yeah, PMC, I'm glad you're starting us out with easy questions. There you go. Congratulations, Blake. You're on the board. So we're going to add you to the Wheel of Death. But yeah, I don't know, man. Was that a tough one? Maybe the next one will be a little easier. But yes, Adam is the name. Chips, of course, is the name of the dog in the Dawn remake. In the Dawn of the Dead remake, the name of the dog that, they send across the parking lot to the gun store. That dog is named Chips. Hamilton is the name of George's cat that he had in the late 2010s. He had a cat named Hamilton and a bird named Green Eggs. And what was the other one? I can't remember, but it was a green eggs and ham thing. So his cat was Hamilton. He had a bird named Green Eggs. Hamilton ate the bird, so go figure. And then Buster was the name of George's dog in the 90s. He had a dog named Buster. You can hear him talk about it in the commentary that he did on Dawn of the Dead, the canned cut of Dawn of the Dead. Where you can hear the dog barking in the background. He says, there's Buster. So that was the name of his dog in the 90s. But Adam is the name of the dog in the novelization of Dawn of the Dead. So there we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to start. I didn't know it was going to be as difficult as it was, but good job, guys. Good job. Maybe the next one. Let's see how we do this on question 2 here. So, but Blake, only right answer, my man. Good job. So question 2, it's multiple choice here. Make sure. All right, here we go. Question 2. Other than George himself, who holds the record for most appearances in Romero's films? Is it A, John Amplas, B, Tom Savini, C, Christine Romero, or D, Vince Cervinsky? Other than George himself, who holds the record for most appearances in Romero's films? So who's been on screen in the most of George's films? So here we go. All right, we got answers coming in. And I am including voiceover appearances as well, so keep that in mind as well. See, D-Sun says D. Grande says B. Michelle, D. Matt coming in on C. Bonnie says C. Brandon. All right. Everybody's kind of coming in on Christine here. So it's John Amplis, Tom Savini, Christine Romero, Vince Stravinsky. Anybody else? Riverman coming in. What's going on, my man? With B, Tom Savini. All right, I'm going to give the countdown here. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time. The correct answer is C, Christine Romero. And she was in 8 of George's films. She was in Martin, Dawn of the Dead, Night Riders, Creep Show. She wasn't in Day of the Dead, but she was in Monkey Shines, Two Evil Eyes, Dark Half, and Bruiser. So Christine Romero is the answer. So Matt, Blake, Bonnie, and Brandon have all earned a point. Congratulations, guys. Larry's in the house. What's going on, Larry? I better watch the hell out. Oh, you were working today. Usually you're off on Sundays. Well, I guess you're trying to make a little extra scratch after what you purchased earlier this week. It's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, good to see you, my man. All right, so 2 questions down so far. Blake has 2 entries. Matt, Bonnie, and Brandon all on the board in this just general question, multiple choice here. Question 3. What was the original working title for Martin? Was it A, Blood, B, The Count, C, Blood Lover, or D, Made in the USA? What was the original working title for Martin? Was it Blood, The Count, Blood Lover, or Made in the USA? All right, got some guesses coming in here. All right, I think we've hit 5. Okay, hold on, let's see. All right, time is up. We got plenty of. I think that must have been an easy one because pretty much everybody got that one right. The correct answer to that one is A, Blood. So good job, guys. Tore that one up. Oh, I'm impressed. Okay. So we got Grind answered D. Close. I think that's a great title for that movie, though. Made in the USA. I think it encapsulates like so much of what that movie's about. But no, we got Larry. Correct answer. Michelle's on the board. D-Son is on the board. Paul is on the board. And Brandon on the board again with another point. Just missed out. Matt, you were 6th. Bonnie, you were 7th. So you guys just missed the cut line there. But everybody got it right. So don't hang your head in shame just yet. But yes, the original working title for Martin was Blood. Kind of an interesting title. I've always kind of dug that title just because it's, but I think Martin kind of, although years later, Martin Lawrence, the TV show comes out. And now anytime I mention Martin, everybody's like, Martin. So what can you do? All right. 2 more questions in this category, and then we got 3 more here. Question 4, multiple choice. We'll keep it rolling. In Day of the Dead, when McDermott welcomes Sarah into the Ritz, she notices a framed picture on the wall. What phrase can be read on the picture? Is it A, bless this mess, B, home sweet home, C, God bless our home, or D, there's no place like home? I'll repeat. In Day of the Dead, when McDermott welcomes Sarah into the Ritz for the first time, she notices a framed picture on the wall. What does it say? Bless this mess. B, home sweet home. C, God bless our home. Or D, there's no place like home. All right, hold on. I'm going to try to keep up here. I think this is where we were. Grande says A, bless this mess. Brandon Salisbury, home sweet home. D-Sun says A. A lot of A's here. Matt, Michelle, Larry, Bonnie. Everybody's got the A's. All right. All right. Anybody else want to throw this one out? Give a countdown. Any other guesses? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brandon, you're the only one that got it right. Correct answer is C, God bless our home. So congratulations. So Brandon is the only one that gets a point for that one. Yes, when she walks in, she sees on the framed picture on the wall, it actually says, God bless our home. So there you go. Way to go, Brandon. See, don't doubt yourself. Don't follow the trends here of everybody on the line. You know, stick to your guns, follow your gut. Because yeah, everybody was answering A on that one. It kind of makes me want to go back and double check my fucking my work here. But actually, I'll bring it up just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure it just says God bless our home. See, now I'm doubting myself, and I put this fucking game together. So shows how much I respect you guys. Yeah, God bless our home. Let's see if I can get a picture up here. I'm find a good one. All right, you're gonna have to take my word for it. Where the fuck did I find that picture? Anyway. So yes, correct answer. Congratulations, Brandon. Mr. Smarty Pants over here. Thank you, Larry. Yeah. It was, believe it or not. Michelle says, as soon as I thought about it, I thought, well, shit, I'm pretty sure it's actually C, but I figured I wasn't allowed to change my answer. Yep, first answer is the one that counts. So, Brandon says it was something I noticed on prior viewings. Everyone gaslighting me. I know. Dude, I'm with you. Like, I was like, shit, everybody's answering A. Did it actually say bless this mess? I'm kind of freaking out now. But no, it does say God bless our home. So congratulations, Brandon. You're on the board. You only one that got that one right. So, all right, last. Where are we at? There we go. All right, last question in this category. Another multiple choice. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Betty Aberlin, who played Lady Aberlin on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, was George's first choice to play what role? Was it A, Lynette in Night Riders, B, Barbara in Night of the Living Dead, C, Judy from The Crazies, or D, Joan from Jack's Wife? Betty Aberlin, who played Lady Aberlin on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, was George's first choice to play what role? There you go. I do need some like background music. It's let's see here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. I think we got our first 5 answers on the board here. Almost immediately. You guys are good. Grande, Grani says B. Larry says B. Brandon says B. It's pretty much everybody saying B, except for Michelle. She went with C. But yes, the correct answer was Barbara. B. Barbara, Night of the Living Dead. So yeah, instead of Judith O'Dea, it was originally supposed to be Lady Aberlin from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. But when Fred Rogers found out about this, he put the kibosh on that pretty quickly and said, "No, I don't think you need to be in this movie." So it never happened. So yeah, there you go. Good job, guys. That was that was an easy one. Good job. Yeah, I get your strategy. I feel you. I feel your strategy. When everybody zigzag, you know what I mean? Okay, let me go to the wheel of names here. That's the end of category 1. Congratulations. We got Blake with 2 correct answers. We got Matt Blasey with 1, Bonnie with 2, Brandon with 4, Larry with 2, Michelle 1, D-Sun 2, Paul Brooks, Grande, both have 1. So let me get you guys on the wheel, and we will spin it. See who wins prize number 1. And the prizes will be selected at random as well. So I don't know what you're getting, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully you like it. And, let me see here. Okay, there we go. So we got Blake, 2 correct answers. Blasey's got a correct answer. Goddamn work. We got Blasey, Bonnie. Oh my God, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, there we go. Hit some button and something went wrong here. This is the exciting portion. If you guys watched last year's show, this is the exciting portion of the show where I'm just frantically typing in all these names. So talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Eagles of Death Metal, or I've used that before. D-Sun. Oh, almost done here, guys. Almost done. We got D-Sun, Paul, Brooks, and Grande. All right, everybody's on the wheel here. Everybody's on the wheel. I'll share it. All right, there we go. Everybody's on the wheel, as you can see, to make sure I did not miss anybody. Because last year, I think I fucked Synth out of one of these categories. I forgot to add his name to the wheel. So I hope I didn't forget anybody. Let me know. But I think I pretty much got everybody here. Ed, what's going on, man? You're just in time. 1 category in. Paul's gunning for that Dawn Imagine CD. Very cool. Let's see here. All right. So I'm going to shuffle these bad boys up, get them all mixed up so we're not sitting in just huge chunks of, of one person. I'll shuffle it a couple more times. All right, here we go. Here we go. Spinning the wheel. See who winner number 1 is for tonight. Let me close this ad because it's distracting as hell. But here we go. Who's our first winner? Oh, it's Brandon. Brandon Salisbury. Congratulations. You are winning the game. Good work. Good work. All right, moving everybody. Right, so now we will spin the wheel to determine what you won. All right, we'll move out of there, add another screen. Like I said, guys, it's a 1-man show, so bear with me. There we go. All right, let's see what Brandon won tonight, by God. We got the Dawn Imagine CD, the Byron Winton poster, a T-shirt of your choice from the Alfa Romero store on TeePublic, and the Nights of the Living Dead DVD. So let's see what you won here. And we'll give that wheel a spin. Round and round we go. I guess I should have shuffled it up, but whatever. Leave it up to chance. And he's going to keep rolling. Doesn't look like it. Congratulations, Brandon. You have won. That's still... Okay, there we go. Brandon's won. His choice. Any t-shirt, any design from the Alfa Romero store on TeePublic. So congratulations, my man. So just get with me. Let me know which one you want, and it will be headed your way. So good stuff. Good stuff. Congratulations, Brandon Salisbury, our first winner. Write that down. Brandon gets the t-shirt. That's a good point. Matt says you should have told Brandon he won a copy of the Romero Resident Evil documentary Blu-ray. Hey, that'd be a hell of a fucking prize. You could just turn around and sell that shit on eBay for a cool $100. So not bad. All right. So that's category number 1 in the books. Brandon Salisbury is our winner, and you can win more than once. So keep playing. You can win the whole kibosh, or the whole shebang, or whatever the hell they call it. All right. So this next category is a really fun one. This one's one I really have a lot of fun putting together, and I think you guys will dig it too. Let me get it up. So this next category is called Before They Were Stars, where I will show you the yearbook photo of a Romero alum, actor, somebody who worked on a Romero film, star of Romero's films. I will show you their yearbook photo. You tell me who it is. That's simple, and I'll give you a little what the yearbook says and all that. And shout out to Larry for helping me out with this one last year. And luckily, I still have all the photos and stuff. So, and if you have the Bob Michelucci Dawn of the Dead yearbook, it might come in handy right now too. So you might want to go grab that. If you own it, if you want a cheat sheet, we'll just say. But all right, here we go. This is Before They Were Stars. Tell me who this is. And yeah, Larry, maybe you should bow out for this one. This one should be fun. Here we go. Number 1. Who is that? That's all I did last year, because there's no real descriptor here. I can't really say much about it. It's just a photo. You look at the photo, you tell me who it is. But who is this Romero alum? I'll show you here. So this is what it reads: Stage Crew 1, 2, 3, Assembly Committee, Year 2, Student Activities Committee in Year 2. Nick is the name on this one. So there's a bit of a spoiler. March 15th. I don't know. I'm not sure what these little blurbs are, but it's like Party at Buckley's, BBOA, Artificial Sunrise. We got Leonard Skinner mentioned, Matt, John, Jack, Sarah, Kirsten at Van Halen. And then the quote there from Macbeth: "If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well if we're done quickly." So who is this strapping young man here? All right, we got a lot of Grande with Nicotero, Brandon, Greg. I think you just say Greg. I think we know who Greg is. Matt with Greg, Michelle, Greg, Ed, Greg, D-Son, Nicotero. That's right, it's Gut Boy. Gut Boy. March 15th. I got that one, Larry. It was his. That's what kind of gave it away. I was like, Nick, that's so weird. But I was like, okay, yeah. But yes, this is, of course, you guys are on the ball. The great Greg Nicotero, the man himself. Class of 1981. There it is. So first 5 that got that one correct were, I know Grande was first. So Grande, you're on the board, sir. We got Brandon on the board again. Brandon's about to get a huge ass package from me. And if you know what I mean. Huh? We got Blasey on the board, Michelle, And last but not least, got Ed. D-Sun got it right as well. Nicotero. Nathan got it. Bonnie got it. Yeah, you got to hit enter, Bonnie. You got to hit enter. That's right, Matt. That's what she said. That's what she said. Hey, watch what you ask for, sir. Watch what you ask for. But yes, Greg Nicotero. So Granny on the board, Brandon on the board, Blasey on the board, Michelle on the board, and Ed on the board as well. So good start, guys. Good start. You guys are on top of that one. And yeah, 81. Crazy to believe he was so young when he started working on those films. This was just a couple of years after. I mean, he was, Creep Show, Day of the Dead. All right. Class picture, yearbook picture number 2. You guys ready? And make sure you hit enter. You put your answer in. Here we go. Photo number 2. Who is this strapping young man? Who is this? Take a good look. Take it in and give me your best guess. Who is this? Who that is? That's just my baby daddy. So here's what it says below the photo. Ronnie is his nickname, and he was part of the academic team. So, no, Grant, it's not David Early. David really changed over the years. But Ronnie was his nickname. That gives any of you guys a hint. I got you, David Crawford. All right. I think I may have tripped some folks up with this one. Nobody. Yeah, Larry, nobody. I think we stumped him. Anybody, take a good long look. Ronnie. Well, we got one guess. We got Keith Wayne. Michelle saying Keith Wayne. Not a bad guess. Nathan saying whooshing on this one. I think everybody is. It's quiet. Cinematography. Are you Heinzman? Yeah, you're gonna have to be more specific, Bonnie. Got to be more specific. All right, here we go. Some guesses here. Ed saying Gary Clark, aka Steele. Could be. D-Sun says Keith Wayne. We got Blasey coming in with Jim Baffico. What's up, Sent? Sent's in the house. Hey, y'all still on the road coming back from the Dickens Fair. Well, I won't blame you if you can't play along, but I swear to God tonight, if you do play along, you do get on the board, I will put you on the wheel this time. I'll put you on the wheel, I swear. Cinematographer from Don, talking about Mike Gornick. Okay. I'll take that. Since then, check out my live stream. She's like old-timey Christmas cosplay stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. Yes, everybody check out Sent's always somewhere on his channel doing something. You never know where Sent's going to be, whether it's in America, China, Japan. You never know. A lot of great Pittsburgh stuff on there too. A lot of great Living Dead Weekend stuff on there too. Brandon says I could see it being Bill Heinzman. All right, well I'm going to give a countdown here. We got guesses from all over, and so I'm gonna give a 5 countdown from 5. So anybody want to get any guesses in here? Just take a guess. We'll see what happens. Remember, like I said, nickname Ronnie, the academic club or the academic team. Class of 1962. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, Blake got a guess in, and but that's time. The correct answer, Keith Wayne. Good job, Blake. Blake, Michelle, D-Son, all on the board for that one. Congratulations, guys. But yes, that is Keith Wayne, or AKA his real name, of course, Ronald Hartman, AKA Ronnie, the academic team. So there you go. Yes, very, very. That was a good one. I think I got you guys on that one. Surprised. But yeah, if you look at those eyes and just imagine those eyes just blinking frantically, and you'll see it. But yes, like I said, a class of 1962, the great Keith Wayne. So three correct guesses on that one. We got one for Michelle, one for D-Son, and one for Blake. So you guys are on the board. Congratulations. Let's see if they get a little easier here. All right, number 3 on the list. There's your next yearbook photo. Class of 1959. And the write-up, as most of us started in at St. Ignatius with only a few activities, but in his 4 years, he has rotated between sports and writing. Some of his activities were baseball and the Block Club and the Brendan Club. Blank sports, and his education head for Holy Cross next year. Who is this man? All right, we got some guesses coming in. Let's see. All right. All right, you guys are on top of that one. All right, I think we got our guesses in. No, Larry, not David Early. But yes, you guys are on top of that one. D-Son coming in first. Jim Baffico, Wooly. Coming in hot. There's the man himself. Jim Baffico. So D-Son got it. Got Blasey, number 2. Michelle, number 3. Bonnie coming in number 4, saying Baffin. I got you, Bonnie. I know who you meant. And Ed coming in with Jim Baffico, so he's number 5. Grande got it this time, Jim Baffico, and it wasn't David Early, believe it or not. Yeah, that's right, Matt. When you said Baffico, I was like, wait for the next one. Wait for the next one, sir. Blake got it. Wooly. That's right, Matt. Going premature is a problem among some men. Yeah. Pretty bad. But all right, our top 5 on that one. Let me go back and make sure. So yeah, top 5. We got D-Son on the board, Blasey on the board, Michelle on the board, Bonnie on the board, and Ed are our top 5 on there. Grande, Blake, you guys were just a little behind, a little late, but good job, guys. Good job. You guys are on top of that one. There it is. James A. Baffico. So, all right. 2 more left here on the Before They Were Stars category. And next up, here we go. Who is that? Class of 1975. Who is this beautiful young woman? Again, I don't have anything to say. It's just like there's a picture. You can see, like, turtleneck lover. Loves the turtleneck. Like I said, class of 75. Waiting for some answers to come in here. This one I did. There's no write-up or anything. It's just a picture, and yeah. There's a clue, Larry. That lady's been in my car. That's a story that we need to tell. Uh-oh, they're all flooding in now. A lot of guesses here. Let's see who got in first. All right, Grande's saying Tallman, Patty Tallman. We got D-Son with Patty Tallman. Michelle saying Patty Tall. That's her rap name, Patty Tall. Bonnie with Tallman, or Tall Man. No, it's not Angus Grimm. Ed, Patty Tallman. There we go. I got you. You're right. You're right, Grinded. This one definitely could be David Early, guys. So, Blake, Patty Tallman. All right. You guys are on the ball on that one as well. The correct answer is, of course, Barbara herself. The 90s Barbara, we'll call her. Patty Patricia Tallman, of course, from Knight Riders. Stunt woman. Maybe the greatest stunt woman ever, in my opinion. But yes, there she is. Pat Tallman down there at the bottom with Van Sutphin, Joanne Swanson, Mary Swinson. Mary Swanson? Swimmy, Swappy, Slappy, Slimmin, Slammin, Samsonite. I was way off. Knew it started with an S though. Sorry, when I get started on the Dumb and Dumber, I can't stop. So, all right. So Grande was first. D-Sun second. Michelle on the board third. Bonnie fourth, and Ed fifth. So good shit, guys. Good shit. Yeah, right. Larry's like, get in. We're going to Romero locations. Hell yeah. Larry's saying, I picked her up from the airport in 2022 for Living Dead weekend, brought her to Whole Foods and to the show. Hey, I remember you telling me about that, Larry. I remember that story. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, that's probably true, Ed. Knight Riders, Patty, the most paused person in a Romero movie. That's probably true. All right, yes. Great Patricia Tallman. All right. Class of 1975. One more to go here on the Before They Were Stars category. And this one should be good. So here we go. This will be a fun one. This will be challenging. This is not going to be a gimme. You guys are on the ball here. But number 5, last but not least. Who's that handsome young man there? Class of 1954. Who's that man? Who's that guy? That's what, damn, I think I mentioned that last year. I should have brought out the Grease 2 soundtrack and just had Who's That Guy playing constantly. But yes, like I said, class of 1954. General, friendly, but yet oh so cool. Over the latest jumps, he'll drool. Friendly, but yet oh so cool. Over the latest jumps, he'll drool. That's poetry right there. Any guesses? I don't know. I think I got y'all on this one. Larry saying nobody got this when I posted it years ago. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. Grind is saying Jarlath Conroy. But he's the only guess I got so far. So I'm gonna give you guys a little time here. Throw in your guesses. Bonnie coming in with Ray Lane. Like I said, class of 1954. Friendly, but yet oh so cool. Over the latest jumps, he'll drool. All right, Bonnie and Grande. Only guesses I'm getting on this one. I'm gonna have to start a countdown soon, unless I start seeing some answers coming in here. And sorry, I'm sniffling, and I'm probably sound like I got snorting water or something, but I'm dealing with the winter crud past few days. All right, here we go. Ed saying Stab in the Dark, Raymond Lane. Paul Brooks says I'll say Ray Lane too. All right. So it seems like Ray Lane's kind of a popular guess here. Anybody else want to get one in real quick? All right, I'm gonna give the countdown. Michelle saying I'll join Grande and say Jarlath too, just for fun. Yeah, doesn't hurt to guess. Doesn't hurt to guess. D-Sun saying I'll join the herd and say Ray Lane. Interesting strategy. I appreciate it. All right, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jug. What's up, Jug? I feel like a fake fan. I barely know any of these guys, but then again, I'm pretty badly face blind. That's okay. It's okay. This is kind of a deep cut. This is a bit of a deeper cut here. Brandon says let's go with Jarlath. So it's Jarlath, Ray Lane, one or the other. But everybody's answers are in. Who is the boy? A high schooler, friendly but yet oh so cool over the latest Jump Seal drool. It's of course Ray Lane. Congratulations. So we got D-Sun. D-Sun's got it. Paul, Ed, and Bonnie. So yeah, there we go. The only four that got that one. So you guys are on the board. Ray Lane. There it is. Oh, he prefers Raymond. Yeah, I always hear when anytime I hear John Amplis, because I know Amplis and him were pretty tight for back in the day. He always refers to him as Raymond. So, but hey, in the yearbook it says Ray, so we're going with Ray. Hey, what's up, Matt? There's a Drone of the Dead. Matt Landrum's in the house. What's going on, brother? Late to the party, gonna lurk in the background tonight. No worries, man. Ed says you just said Grad and 54 and Ray was who popped in my mind for some reason. Hey, there you go. Way to put them together. Yes, good job, everybody. That was a hard one. Like I said, that's why I saved that one for last because I knew that one was a bit of a toughie. But yes, the great Raymond Lane, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. That is category number 2. So we got Grande with 2 entries, Brandon with 1, Blasey with 2, Michelle with 4, Ed with 4, D-Sun with 4, Blake with 1, Bonnie with 3, and Paul with 1. So not bad, not bad. All right. So now we'll head back here to the Wheel of Death. Or the Wheel of Names, whatever it is. All right. Let me input these real quick while I do that. Brandon. Blasey got 2. I'm probably going to misspell some of you guys' names, but I know who it is because I'm just kind of typing these in pretty fast. Although it's not like you guys' names are that hard to spell. I'm dumb. All right, Ed got 4. D-Sun with 4. Blake with 1. Bonnie. A lot of y'all got on the wheel on this one. Bonnie with 3. And Paul with 1. All right. Everybody's in. Everybody's in. If I missed anybody, let me know. Let me share the screen here. There we go. All right. And just like before, we'll shuffle the hell out of these names. And then we'll spin the wheel and make the deal and see who's our second winner for tonight and the winner of our second prize. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Move it over there. Let's see. Round and round we go. And Michelle. No, it's going to keep rolling. Grande, I think you got it, buddy, with 1. No, you had 2 entries on there. Grande, our second winner for tonight. Well done, sir. Well done. Good shit. All right, now let's see what we win here. We got 3 things left. Of course, got the Don Imagine CD from Donald Rubenstein, the Knights of the Living Dead DVD, and the Byron Winton Clock Tower Gathering art print here. So one of these will be yours, sir. Let's see. Let me switch. Stop the screen. Go to another screen. All right, screen number 2. All right, let's see what we want here. I'll shuffle these up too, just for the hell of it. And here we go. This is fun. And Grande will be. Looks like he has won the Byron Winton Dawn of the Dead 11x17 art print. Very, very cool. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. All right, let me write that down. Our winner of category 2 is Grande. Everybody go check out Grande too. Grande's Graveyard over on YouTube. Which I wanted to speak about tonight too. I wanted to mention something pertaining to your show. I was on a roundtable with Grande a few. God, it's probably been over a year now. All right, let me hop out of here. Head back full screen. But yes, congratulations, Grande. But I was on a roundtable over on Grande's channel about a year ago now, probably a little bit more, and one of the other guests on the roundtable mentioned this movie Targets. I don't know how many of you guys have seen Targets. It's Peter Bogdanovich's first film from 1968, and with Boris Karloff. One of his last performances. Been meaning to see it. Finally got around to seeing it. It was on YouTube. Finally got around to watching it, and I had to go out immediately and buy this sucker at Barnes and Noble yesterday. I very seldomly do that, where I'll see a movie and then immediately feel like I need to fucking rush out and just buy it to own it. But this may be one of my new favorite movies. Like it's so fucking good. It's so ahead of its time. It's the perfect like last film for an actor like Boris Karloff, where he's kind of playing a version of himself in the movie. And so much, it's so Tarantino. Like it feels so much like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like it to me, like it's like, oh, now I see where Tarantino got a lot of that shit from. So yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out because that's where I first learned about this, was being on one of Grande's roundtables. So you get lots of good shit over on Grande's show. So check it out. Targets, highly recommended by me. And everybody go check out Grande over at Grande's Graveyard as well. So congratulations, sir. Yeah, it's so good. I was blown away. Like I said, I very rarely will do that, where I'll see a movie and love it so much that I immediately just go out and I got to find it. I got to own it. I got to learn more about this movie. That's one of them. So highly recommended. Peter Bogdanovich's Targets with Boris Karloff from 1968. So, but there we go. Congratulations, Grande, our second winner tonight. Won this 11x17 poster print here by the great artist Byron Winton. So I'll set that to the side for you. We got 2 prizes left, 2 categories left. And category 3. Category 3, oh no. So this next category is another multiple choice. It is all about George. So these are questions all about the man himself, Mr. George Romero. So like as we've been doing, first 5 correct answers in the chat will be entered into the contest. And let me see here. Where are my multiple choices? There we go. So here we go. All about George, category 3. Question 1. George worked as a grip on what Alfred Hitchcock film? Is it A, The Birds, B, Psycho, C, Torn Curtain, or D, North by Northwest? I'll repeat. George worked as a grip on what Alfred Hitchcock film? Is it A, The Birds, B, Psycho, C, Torn Curtain, or D, North by Northwest? All right, we got answers flowing in here. Larry flying in with D. Larry with D. Nathan with guessing C, Torn Curtain. Ed D, Grande D, Brandon D. Now, D Son, that's not fair. C, you can't pick two, my man. Come on. Bonnie with D. Okay, D Son's going with C. All right. Paul saying D, North by Northwest. Daz, what's going on, brother? Says, hi, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Merry fucking Christmas to you too, sir. He guesses D. Good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, we got a lot of D's in the chat. Take that for what you will, but I think we got the first five on the board. Correct answer is D, North by Northwest. So Larry was first on the board with that one. Larry with the D. Larry with the D. Ed Gabs number 2. Grande third. Brandon fourth. See, D Sun went with C, and then Bonnie coming in at fifth with a D. See, Paul got it right. Daz got it. So yeah, correct answer is D, North by Northwest. That was George's first exposure to working in film, and that's kind of what inspired him to work the way that he chose to work, independently and collaboratively, because he saw how Hitchcock ran his set, and he said, fuck that, I never want to be like that. So you can say that Hitchcock influenced Romero, and if in no other way, by working on that set and seeing how Hitchcock did things. And George was like, I never want to be like that. So there it is. D, North by Northwest. Good job, guys. Good work. So we got Larry on the board, Ed on the board, Grande, Brandon, and Bonnie. So good shit, guys. Question 2, and all about George. Another multiple choice. Which of these Stephen King projects was George never attached to direct? Was it A, The Stand, B, From a Buick 8, C, Christine, or D, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon? Which of these Stephen King projects was George never attached to direct? Was it A, The Stand, B, From a Buick 8, C, Christine, or D, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon? And all right, Larry coming in with C, Brandon with C, D Sun with C, Bonnie with C, Ed with C, Michelle with C. All right, Grande with Christine. So pretty much unanimous. I think you guys pretty much hit the nail on the head. I don't know how much longer we'll hold on this one, but we'll see if anybody else wants to get any answers on this one. Take any other guesses just in case. Anybody else? Yeah, I think everybody knows. They pretty much jumped on that one pretty quickly. Yes, the correct answer is C, Christine. So we got Larry first, Brandon second, D Sun third, Bonnie in fourth, and Ed, our fifth and final correct answer. Michelle, Grande, you both got it, but just missed the cut. But yes, Christine, the only, oh Lord, fucking knocking down lights. It's all coming down. I'm glad I caught that. Yes, Christine, the only Stephen King of this group here, the only Stephen King project that George was never attached to direct. Although, funny enough, Christine, the name Christine, Stephen King has said came from George's wife at the time, who was Christine Romero. So if there is some connection there between George and that story, that book, that's it. Christine, fun fact, the car in the novel was named after Christine Romero. So there you go. The more you know. Matt says, all right, guys, got to bounce. Have a great Merry Christmas and don't get visited by any spirits or shoot your eye out. Very good. Very good. Good to see you, Matt. Thanks for playing. Have a Merry Christmas, man. Hope you guys have a safe and warm and happy Christmas. And I hope Santa brings you everything you want. So, but good to see you, my man. Jug says I should probably head out too. I'm not knowledgeable enough to keep up with you guys. I don't know any of these. No worries, Jug. No worries. Hey, stick around, learn something. Hang in there because, like I said, it's gonna be an annual thing. We'll be doing it again next year, so you never know. That's right. That's right. Hang in there, Jug. It's all in fun. But yes, Christine is the correct answer on that one. All right. And we will move on swiftly. You guys are killing it. All right, question 3. What was the name of the uncle who bought George his first 8mm camera? Is it A, Uncle Andrew, B, Uncle Milton, C, Uncle Alfonso, or D, Uncle Monroe? What was the name of the uncle who bought George his first 8mm camera? Is it A, Uncle Andrew? Oh, where'd the answers go? Oh, it's got a timer on it. Hang on, let me fix that. So you guys can see what the hell you're picking from here. There we go. All right. A, Uncle Andrew, B, Uncle Milton, C, Uncle Alfonso, D, Uncle Monroe. Got some guesses coming in here. Larry swooping in with D. Nathan with C. D-Son with D. Ed with C. Bonnie with A. Okay, so all over the place. A lot of guesses here. Very good. Brandon with D. Grande with D. Paul says A. Andrew. Saturday Nightmares. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Been a while. Says Monroe. So I'm going with D there. Michelle going with B. Too late to change, but meant D. Okay. So a lot of answers here. A lot of different answers. Anybody want to take any other guesses? Get them in real quick. Here, I'll give you guys another few seconds. What was the name of the uncle that bought George his first 8mm camera? It's Uncle Andrew, Uncle Milton, Uncle Alfonso, or Uncle Monroe? Any other answers? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it. Correct answer, Larry. Swooping in. It was D. Uncle Monroe was the uncle who technically, I guess he bought himself, Uncle Monroe, because the way George tells it is he bought an 8mm camera and didn't know how to use it. So he kind of just gave it to George and said, here, figure it out. so technically speaking, but yes, Uncle Monroe was the famous uncle who, and I think was the first uncle. I think that was the same uncle that ended up taking George to the theater to see The Tales of Hoffman for the first time too, which is kind of what changed George's life. That was the film that changed George's life going forward. So one of the most important, kind of like my Uncle Mark, it's like one of the important pieces of like, hey, you should see Dawn of the Dead, and it's like, what is that? To George, like that was his Uncle Monroe. So, okay, Larry's on the board. Let's see who else got it. D-Son on the board. Brandon was 3rd. Grande 4th. And Saturday Nightmares, man, you're on the board. Congratulations. Last but not least, Saturday Nightmares on the board with Monroe. Hey, Steven, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I usually start at 9, but I'm going to start a little earlier tonight, so we can get into it a little quicker here. So I'm not here all hours of the night. Yeah, that's the thing. Did he buy it or just let George use it? I mean, basically the way George tells it, he bought it, didn't know how to use it, and just pretty much gave it to George. It was just like, here. And George, that's what he, filmed, The Man from the Meteor with, and all those early, films that he did when he was a kid. So technically speaking, he didn't buy it for George, but he bought it and said, here, George, you take it. You'll get more use out of it. And thank God he did, Then it's funny how he's got his first camera from Monroe, and the most famous place connected to him is the mall. Yeah, I thought about that too, doing this. It never dawned on me, quote unquote, never dawned on me. But yeah, his Uncle Monroe, and he ended up filming at the Monroeville Mall. It all kind of came together. Yeah, I totally noticed that. Yeah, congratulations, my man. Hell yeah, you're on the board. So yes, Uncle Monroe. I like Uncle Alfonso. That's what it should have been. Uncle Alf. All right, good job, guys. Two more in the category all about George. So question 4. In what year was George named Pittsburgher of the Year by Pittsburgh Magazine? Was it A? Oh, shit. Wrong one. There we go. Was it A, 1990, B, 1982, C, 1983, or D, 1993? In what year was George named Pittsburgher of the Year by Pittsburgh Magazine? A, 1990, B, 1982, C, 1983, or D, 1993? There we go. Pittsburgher of the Year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question, Ed. I'm sure that's junked at this point, but could you imagine if it was still out there somewhere? You never. Yeah, I always think about that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that fucker's gone for good. Oh, here's the man himself, John. What's going on, brother? Here at Kara's, I thought you weren't gonna start till later. Yeah, Steven said the same thing. Yeah, I usually start till 9, but I start at 9 my time, 10 Eastern time. But wanted to get a start earlier so we get more people involved, so everybody's not up late on a Sunday night. But yeah, we're almost 3 categories in. So, but glad you're able to join us, man. And luckily you're giving everybody else a chance. Although there were a couple, I think that you might have been the only one that got it. But all right, what are the answers here? What do we got rolling in here? We got Nathan with C, 1983. Larry's going D, 1993. Ed saying D, wild guess, 1993. A lot of D guesses. Everybody's going D. Brandon going D. Bonnie going D. Saturday Nightmares going 1990, so that would be A. Steven going 1983 with C. Matt going 1990. There you go. Landrum chamming in. Oh, well, you're a match made in heaven then. She's a keeper for you then. Come on. God, those are the Lord. So all right, we got a lot of D's here. 1993. A, 1990, 1982, 83, or 93. Anybody want to get another guess in here before we call it? Mm-hmm. I think we're good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right, everybody got it in. Okay, John got in right at the last moment here. 1990. It's from Rick Seebeck's doc, and George's parents were still alive, and that is the correct answer. It is A, 1990, which I think the magazine came out at the beginning of 91, but it was like George was the Pittsburgher of the Year 1990. Okay, so it was technically speaking, but he was for 1990 he was Pittsburgher of the Year. So okay, Vulo is on the board. Uh-oh. You better watch out. Vulo on the board, 1990. Matt's on the board for the first time tonight. He got it 1990. Saturday Nightmares on the board again. So anybody else say A? No, a lot of D's. 93 was a good guess though. All right, so I think we just got the 3 there. Matt Landrum, John Vulo, and Saturday Nightmares. Good job, guys. You guys are officially on the board. All right. Let's see. Go to banners. All right, one more in this category, all about George. Question 5. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a tough one. If you guys don't get this one, I won't blame you. But here we go. In the mid 90s, George collaborated on an unproduced project called Hell Hotel with what Academy Award winning director? Was it A? Let me get the answers up here. Was it A, Jonathan Demme, B, Martin Scorsese, C, Guillermo del Toro, or D, Quentin Tarantino? I'll repeat. I think I misspelled Scorsese. Is that right? No, I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. In the mid 90s, George collaborated on an unproduced project called Hell Hotel with what Academy Award winning director? Is it A, Jonathan Demme, B, Martin Scorsese, C, Guillermo del Toro, or D, Quentin Tarantino? It's a tough one. Hell Hotel, aka Hellbent, aka Diablo, C Diablo, something like that. I can't remember. There were multiple names. There was a script written. There's a project that started to get off the ground but never went anywhere, just like most things in the mid 90s. So, but yeah, he was working with one of these names who was going to produce the project. George was going to write and direct, and such they were going to produce. So it's A, Jonathan Demme, B, Martin Scorsese, C, Guillermo del Toro, or D, Quentin Tarantino? A lot of guesses here. A lot of guesses. All right. Nathan's going with C, which is Guillermo del Toro. Good guess. Grande going C. D. Sun's going C. Larry saying this will be a guess, but A, Jonathan Demme. Good guess. Michelle going with A. Bonnie with C. Vulo going with B. Marty Scorsese. Brandon's going C. Steven with C. All over the place. This is a good one. Paul Brooks going with D. Quentin Tarantino. Why not? Yeah, why not? I mean, in the mid 90s, I mean, that was the time when Tarantino, coming off of Pulp Fiction, was producing, other people's stuff. From Dusk Till Dawn, working with Robert Rodriguez. He had a lot of pull at the time. If anybody could have gotten it done during that period, Tarantino's a good name for it. It says no clue. A seems more plausible. Okay. Michelle says I'm just going with the Silence of the Lambs connection, hoping for the best. Hey, I think that's a good strategy. Jeff chiming in with D. Tarantino. Brett, what's going on, brother? 1911 Guitar Dude. I'm in on A. Jonathan Demme. A lot of people chiming in on this one. I'll read it one more time. I'll give the answers or the choices, and then I'll call it. We'll see if anybody got it or who got it, because everybody's pretty much guessed a little bit of everything. In the mid-90s, George collaborated on an unproduced project called Hell Hotel with what Academy Award-winning director? A, Jonathan Demme, B, Marty Scorsese, C, Guillermo del Toro, or D, Quentin Tarantino? Matt, I'm just going to piggyback off whatever Vulo says, so B. There you go. Vulo said, I'm surprised how deep you're going with these questions. Yeah, it's a little. Steven says it wasn't just the 90s alpha. Batman 89 took 10 years to finally reach the big screen. At one point, Bill Murray was approached to play Batman. Really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. All right, last guess here. Last one on the board. Saturday Nightmares going total guess A. But if you were all smart, like my boy Matt Landrum here, y'all should have piggybacked off of Vulo, because he was the only one that got it right. The correct answer is B, Martin Scorsese. Yes, in the mid-90s, Martin Scorsese was working with George to produce a project called Hell Hotel. Never happened. But of course, everybody knows the story from the Tales of Hoffman. That's how they bonded. They met over all the years, because the story, the Tales from Hoffman. back in the day, they used to rent the 16 millimeter prints in the Bronx at this one spot that had it. And George would go as a teenager and rent it over and over all the time. Then eventually he would go to rent it and it was gone. And he'd say, who the hell else? Because nobody else was renting it except George. And he would ask the guy, "Is like, who else is renting Tales of Hoffman?" And the guy said, "I don't know, some guy named Scorsese, some kid named Scorsese, I don't know." So all those years of their teen years, they were bouncing back and forth between who was renting the Tales of Hoffman, Romero, Martin Scorsese. So years later, they met up and shared this story with each other, and they were like, "Oh my God, that was you!" It's like, "Oh yeah." It's like, so they were the only two kids in the Bronx at the time that were renting the 16 millimeter print of the Tales of Hoffman. And so they kind of bonded over that and started to work together on this project, and it just never came to be. So yes, believe it or not, mid 90s. I think it's like 95, somewhere around that time period when this would have began. Yeah, that's pretty wild. You'd never guess. Jonathan Demme totally makes sense. I like Michelle's train of thought because George did have the cameo in Silence of the Lambs that was shot a few years prior, so that would have made sense. Of course, Tarantino, a huge Romero fan. Like I said, Pulp Fiction had just come out, so Tarantino had a lot of pull to get a lot of, to get different stuff made at the time, so that was totally plausible. And of course, Guillermo del Toro is one of the biggest Romero fans out there, and that would have been right around the time, which I don't know. I think Devil's Backbone, that would have probably been more of like if he'd have reached out to George before Guillermo became Guillermo, because I think Devil's Backbone was right around that time, mid 90s, I think, right? I think that was like mid 90s when that came out. Yeah, there you go. Learn something new every day. There you go. It says, is Booba as the editor the connection between George and Martin? No, that's a good pull though. It's a good pull. Okay, Grande, Devil's Backbone was 01, so yeah, that would have been a little early before Guillermo became Guillermo. So, but either way, yeah, Marty Scorsese. So Bulo, only one on the board for that one. So that will round out our third category, all about George. Excuse me, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to get over this illness. Yeah, Kronos, I guess, would that have been his first feature? I think that was like late 90s, I think. Again, I'm not the biggest Del Toro fan, but All right, let me put the names on the board, and we're going to spin the wheel, see who is our third winner for tonight. We'll see what the third prize that will be given away. So Larry on the board, 3. So Larry's got 3. And like I said, I'm going to fuck up these names, y'all, but I'm going to try to get them. It's just weird typing and looking over here. Ed with 2 entries, Grande with 2 entries. Brandon with 3. Bonnie with 2. D-Sun with 2. Saturday Nightmares with 2. I'm just going to put Saturday night. We'll know. We'll figure it out. Vulo with 2. And Landrum with 1. Or no, actually, he got 2, right? No, I think it was just... Is it 2? Yeah, Matt got on the board with that one, too. All right, there we go. All right. Let me throw it up here so you guys can see the wheel. The wheel of names. I don't know why I'm yelling. I think that's why my voice is going. I'm just like, hey, I'm in like Bob Barker mode right now. Here's the wheel. Or no, what was it? Pat Sajak? Is he the Wheel of Fortune guy? Fuck, where am I at? Where's the wheel? All right, there we go. All right, let's shuffle the names here. Give them a good shuffle. All right. Michelle, I did get Landrum on there, right? Okay. Yeah, I see him. All right, here we go. Spin the wheel, make the deal. I love spinning the wheel. I gotta do something with this cable because I'm about to knock this light over again. It's gonna be fucked up. Here we go. Bonnie D-Sun. Is it gonna stop? You got it. Congratulations. D-Sun is our third winner for tonight. Good shit, man. Good shit. Congratulations, sir. We're going to remove the poster there. We're going to see you can either win the CD or the DVD. And let's see here. We'll jump out of there. We'll go to the next screen. And we'll spin the wheel to see what will be headed your way. And I'll shuffle, because why not? There's two. All right. Does he win the Nights of the Living Dead DVD or the Dawn Imagined CD from Donald Rubenstein? It looks like he will be taking home Nights of the Living Dead on DVD. Congratulations, D-Sun. Good shit. So yes, conversation here between Max Brooks, George Romero, and Stephen Schlotzman, author of the Zombie Autopsies. Very cool. I think this is how long is this? It's been an hour long, I think, something like that. So yes, get with me, man. Shoot me an email at contact@alpharomero at gmail.com and give me your address and where I'm sending this sucker. And like I said, I'll throw in a few extra little goodies as well, and it'll be headed your way. So congratulations, D-Sun. Congratulations. Put that down. D-Sun Nights DVD. So yes, we have one more category to go, and we have one more prize to give away. And that, of course, is the Donald Rubenstein Dawn Imagined CD. Let me hop out of there. Back. So yes, this is our final prize to win tonight in our fourth and final category. And this is another fun one we did last year. A lot of fun putting this sucker together. Category 4. Oh, the hurricane is growing. Yes, sir. Congrats, D-Sun. Oh, Larry, damn, I wanted that DVD. I don't have it. I'm surprised. You don't have that, Larry. That was my extra copy. If you'd have let me know that, I'd probably just sent it to you. Yes, sir. You're still alive for Dawn Imagine, our final prize to give away tonight. So one more category. This is let me throw these over here. All right, fourth and final category is a category called Quote Me. You can quote me on this, baby. I'm going to give you a quote from a Romero film, and you got to tell me what film it's from. All right? Simple enough, right? Simple enough. But quote me. Here we go. Let me make sure I got my little gimmicks here. Garrett, what's going on, brother? Born to be Rad. Go check out Born to be Rad. My man is killing it over there on his YouTube channel. Garrett, good to see you, man. Yes, wishing you a happy holiday as well, my man. To you and yours. What's up? Daniel Lowry checking in here. Sorry I'm late. Couldn't break away. Is there food? There is no food, but there's plenty of beer, which I'm about to crack another one open once I give you guys this quote. So here we go. Quote me on this. All right, first quote. Listen closely. You're disturbing the peaceful mood I'm in. You're disturbing the peaceful frame of mind I'm in. You're disturbing my peaceful frame of mind. What quote is that movie from? Or what movie is that quote from? I'm sorry. I'll read it back. You're disturbing the peaceful mood I'm in. You're disturbing the peaceful frame of mind I'm in. You're disturbing my peaceful frame of mind. What movie? Just Give me the movie. Movie, character who says it, whatever. I'll give you guys a second to think on that one. All right, got some guesses coming in. Garrett says Monroeville next year. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I look forward to finally meeting you, man. That'll be awesome. I'll be there. You've never been, have you? You've never been to Living Dead Weekend. Have you been to the mall before? The Monroeville Mall? Have you been in that area before? Because that's gonna be fucking awesome. So I'm pouring my beer, but yeah, man, that's fucking cool, man. I'm looking forward to. I'm glad to hear you're coming. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good time. Maybe for the last time, unfortunately. So you picked a good one. All right, guesses coming in. Sent saying crazies. Nathan Bruiser. Daniel Lowry, Season of the Witch. Saturday Nightmares, Bruiser. D-Sun, Crazies. Bonnie saying Dark Half. Let's see. Ed's going, there's always vanilla. What the heck? I'll take a guess. Paul going Dark Half. Matt going Dark Half. Garrett chiming in, going Dark Half. All right, everybody's falling down the Dark Half trail here. I'll give you guys another couple of seconds here to get some guesses in, but a lot of different guesses. There's some good guesses. Just by the tone of the quote. I'll give it to you guys one more time. And then once I'm done with the quote, I'll have to call it. You're disturbing the peaceful mood I'm in. You're disturbing the peaceful frame of mind I'm in. You're disturbing my peaceful frame of mind. All right. Here we go. I'm going to do a countdown, and then we're going to find out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're disturbing the peaceful mood I'm in. You are disturbing the peaceful frame of mind I'm in. You are disturbing my peaceful frame of mind.
The Dark Half. George Stark from the Dark Half. Bonnie Bailey, first on the board with the Dark Half guess. Good job, Bonnie. Good shit. So Bonnie got it on the board. Paul was second. Landrum coming in third. Garrett's on the board. Good job. And fifth, Brett. Hell yeah, man. Brett, our fifth and final winner. Steven, you also got it, sir. Dark Half. Ed going, I'll have to pull out my Dark Half VHS this week. There you go. Michelle coming in with vanilla. Nice guess. But yes, correct answer is the Dark Half. So Bonnie on the board, Paul's on the board, Landrum's on the board, Garrett's on the board, and Brett is on the board. So good job, guys. Kick ass. All right, that's not my fault. Sant. Watch it again. Gotta watch it again. All right, question 2, or quote number 2. This really isn't a question. This is just a quote. Quote number 2. It would take a year to kill. It would take a year to kill them all off by myself. Let me read that again. It would take a year to kill them all off by myself. All right, there's your second quote. Quote number 2. It would take a year to kill them all off by myself. Simple, to the point. Kind of think you know where you can go with this one, but we'll see. I will say this is one of my favorite scenes in this particular movie too. That gives you any not favorite scenes, but just one of it's one of my favorite lines or bits of dialogue or whatever you want to call it. It would take a year to kill them all off by myself. Any guesses? This might stump people. Then again, this is one of those quotes that could be a number of different movies, I think. But Okay, got some guesses coming in here. Nathan's going with Martin. Paul Brooks says Day. Ed coming in with Two Evil Eyes. So 3 different guesses here. Okay. All right. Anybody else? I'll read it to you another time here. It would take a year to kill them all off by myself. See Michelle going Creep Show. Dana Lowry's going Bruiser. This one's hard. This is definitely a hard one because it's one of those. It's kind of like it's a line that kind of flies by. You know, it's not like a big statement or anything like that. But it's one that every time I fucking hear it, I crack up. I'll just say that. Survival of the Dead, says Steven. Got another guess for Two Evil Eyes. So we're all over the board here. A lot of different guesses. Grande going Bruiser. All right. I'm going to give the countdown. 10 seconds. Get your guesses in. Bonnie going Bruiser. Larry coming in with Martin. Okay. Synth stumped. This is a hard one, but so we got another Bruiser. It's interesting that I'm getting so many Bruisers on this one, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna give a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finito. Who said, what movie is this quote from? It would take a year to kill them all off by myself. Let's see.
Good morning. Lay it on the line.
Lyle?
Yeah, well, that's who you called. Go ahead. Speak your piece.
I have a problem here that when you're walking down the street.
Everybody has a problem, sir. What's your problem? Walking?
Let me get into this thing now.
Well, go ahead.
I'm
waiting.
down the street.
Yeah.
And you got these damn pigeons.
And
they're arrogant as hell. You walk up the street, and they'll stand in front of you.
They talk back to you, sir. Is that your problem?
No, they don't. So they won't move.
They won't move.
And they've got me to...
You mean to say you're the kind of man that can't even frighten a pigeon?
Well, I frighten them. If they don't move, I swing my feet and I give them a healthy kick.
When I walk along the street, when they see me coming, they move out of the way, sir.
Well, even whenever you're driving down the street, they won't even move out of the way. And sometimes I get so doggone mad that I just drive right for them.
Well, then you've solved the problem. There don't happen to be any pedestrians around these pigeons when you're driving toward them,
It would take a year to kill them all by myself.
There's always vanilla. The great Vince Cervinsky is the caller there to the show, and he's talking about them damn pigeons. Something about that just kills me every time. And just the ending line there, like this, he's just like, he's thought of that. It's like, it would take a damn year to kill them all off by myself. Those damn pigeons. So yes, Vince Cervinsky from There's Always Vanilla. Nobody got that one. Nobody. Wow. Yeah, it was a bit of a deep cut. But again, it's one of those lines that you would think would be from something like Land of the Dead or Survival or Day of the Dead, something like that. But yeah, it's actually There's Always Vanilla, you know. But I just love that whole dialogue there, that whole back and forth with Ben Cervinsky on that phone call. 1 second. Where the fuck did this thing come from? One of them damn stink bugs or something up here. Hold on, I'm gonna commit a murder live on the air. Yeah. Oh, gross. Oh no. Oh shit. That was disgusting. I don't know where the hell that thing came from. One of them damn stink bugs. I don't know if anybody else has those wherever they're at, but these little fucking brown things just show up out of nowhere for no reason. Anyway. So yeah, nobody got that one. Those damn pigeons, those damn stink bugs. I don't know, maybe it's a southern thing. I don't know. That's right, R.I.P. Yeah, it was a bit of a tricky one. Bit of a tricky one. Yeah, that's why I said it was interesting that people were guessing Bruiser, because it is very reminiscent of, you know, Romero and George playing the voice of the guy on the talk show where he's bitching and complaining in Bruiser. So yeah, I thought that was a good one. Yeah, right, exactly, Daniel. Thanks for the Mr. Pratt impression. Those damn bugs, they're everywhere. Ah, that was weird. Like, it's the fucking dead of winter here. Like, it's 15 degrees, and all of a sudden there's just some bug crawling across the wall. I'm like, what the hell? It's all going to shit. All right. Quote me on this one. Number 3. So hopefully we'll do a little better on this one. Number 3. You bootlegger, killer, murderer, ungrateful bastard. You shouldn't have killed Peter, you know. He was a man, right? A real man. There's your third quote. Timely quote. You bootlegger, killer, murderer, ungrateful bastard. You shouldn't have killed Peter, you know. He was a man, right? A real man. All right. Guess it's flying in fast here. Here we go. A lot of creep show. Well, I'll be damned. Michael Felsher, Red Shirt Pictures. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining. I was mentioning you earlier. I was saying if there's one person I could sit and listen to talk about George for hours on end, it's one of those people is you. So that's awesome to have you in here, man. Aunt Bedelia Creep Show, got Paul Creep Show, Dancing Creep Show. All right. You guys are on the ball on this one. As hard as the last one was, I felt like I'd throw you guys a gimme there, so we get some people on the board. But yeah, there you have. Yes, Creep Show, Aunt Bedelia from Father's Day. Good job. That didn't fool fucking anybody. When it comes to Creep Show, I ain't fucking. You guys aren't fucking around. Yeah, very cool to have Felsher here. But yeah, so basically our top 5, we had Larry Creep Show number 1, Dan Lowry Creep Show number 2, Paul Brooks number 3, Felsher on the board at number 4, and Grande on the board number 5. All right, and then everybody else pretty much got it right. Just not soon enough. Landrum Creep Show, Ed Creep Show, Michelle Creep Show, Steven Creep Show, Bonnie Creep Show. Yeah, you guys, you guys are killing it. Right, Synth. Stephen King's favorite actress, right? Jeff. Well, before we move on, got to take care of a little business here.
You never know.
Money, money, money. Right.
You are the man, sir. Thank you so much. $50 super chat from Jeff. Down is up. Happiest of holidays for you and your family, and thank you for your show. Thank you, sir, for watching. I love doing stuff like this. I love doing these shows. I love talking to you guys. It's you know, it's the one thing I work toward, like putting this whole game together and stuff all week. Such a big thing for me. So glad you guys are tuning in and having fun with it. And thank you so much, my man. Very, very grateful for that. You are the man, sir. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Are you coming to say goodnight? We're playing a game, so you gonna say hi?
Hi.
Hi. You going to bed?
Yes.
Give me a hug. I love you. Night.
What the H?
What the H? What the H? All right, there's your Everly cameo for the night, everybody. But again, thank you very much, Jeff. That is so cool of you. I appreciate it. You guys don't know how much it means to me. That just not just the super chats, but just just the support, and you guys show up every weekend to fucking bullshit about Romero with me. So it blows me away sometimes, but it touches my heart. Yeah, Jeff is the man. Jeff is the man. Mr. Moneybags. All right. 2 more to go. Don't quote me. Number 4. This is a good one. This will be interesting. We'll see who really knows their shit here. Last one, that was a gimme. You guys, I had to get some people on the board, so it's time to separate the boys from the men here, and the women. No offense, Bonnie, Michelle. Here we go. You want a companion? Get a fucking dog, as long as it's not a poodle. You want a companion? Get a fucking dog, as long as it's not a poodle. Quote number 4, and quote me. Like I said, we got one prize left. We're all playing for the Don Imagine CD from the great Donald Rubenstein, the unrealized score for Dawn of the Dead before Goblin came into the picture, before the library, the DeWolf stuff, any of that. It was Rubenstein, and this is what he had in mind. So that's what we're playing for, y'all. All right, rolling in here. All right. Here we go. Like it. All right, Felsher coming in. Monkey Shines. Larry says Bruiser. Daniel Lowry says Monkey Shines. Ed going Monkey Shines. Landrum going Bruiser. But that pained you to have to go with Bruiser, didn't it? Michelle going Bruiser. Paul going Bruiser. Bonnie saying Brides. I'm guessing that's autocorrect. It's supposed to be Bruiser. Just guessing. 83 Sir Smoke. Okay, Day of the Dead. All right. What's up, 83 Sir Smoke? It's a killer name. Larry says, I screwed up. Okay. Steven, Monkey Shines. Brett going Monkey Shines. Synth going Amusement Park. All right, a lot of different guesses here. I'll give you guys a little countdown and get your last guesses in, because we got a bunch. No, just go with Brides. Yeah. Brides of the Night Riders. The unmade sequel. All right. Get your last guesses in. 5 seconds on the clock. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You want a companion, get a fucking dog. As long as it's not a poodle.
So, first one that got Bruiser. No, Larry, you didn't fuck up, sir. You got it. Larry was number 1. First to come in with Bruiser. So, and of course, the poodle, he hates the fucking poodle at the beginning, and you think he's going to shoot the damn poodle. So yes, Bruiser was the answer. So Larry first on the board. Landrum, for somebody that hates Bruiser, you sure came in hot with that one. You knew it. So I don't want to hear it. Michelle on the board. You got one? Okay, Michelle on the board. First one right for Bruiser. Paul on the board again. He's got 3 entries. And Bonnie, 5th. Second entry. All right. Good job, guys. Monkey Shines was a good guess as well. Oh yeah. Since she had her Chucky costume and stuff on earlier, we missed that. But yeah, she had to put on her Chucky costume, and she had to watch Child's Play 2 earlier. So, she'll do it one day. Yeah, Larry, don't doubt yourself, man. Don't doubt yourself. You got it. I thought the poodle aspect of it might give it away. Like, just saying you want a companion, get a fucking dog. That could be anything. But the poodle aspect, thought that might give it away. But Matt saying, I'm in a better place with Bruiser. Hate is a strong word. Okay, see, I told you you'd come around on it. I told you. Michelle, yeah, I love Bruiser too. So there we go. You want a companion, get a fucking dog. As long as it's not a poodle. Good job, guys. We're down to our last question / quote in our last category. This is your last chance to get in on the Don Imagine CD. But here we go. Our final quote for tonight. Winner take all. You slime. You filth. I'm gonna take you apart. I'm gonna rip your fucking eyes out. That is your fifth and final quote in Quote Me. You slime. You filth. I'm gonna take you apart. I'm gonna rip your fucking eyes out. All right, here we go. It's saying bruisers like cold pizza, it grows on you. It's a good way to put it. All right, Nathan going day, Synth going day, Brett going day, Paul going day, Bonnie going day, Michelle going monkey shines. Okay. Landrum going day. Larry going monkey shines. Uh-oh. Ed going day. Felsher says monkey shines. Grande goes monkey shines. Saturday Nightmare says survival. Steven goes monkey shines. Brett says, I messed it up. It's monkey shines. Oh man, I got it wrong. Just remembered. Well, you're right. You slime. You filth. I'm going to take you apart. I'm going to rip your fucking eyes out.
You slime. You filth. I'm gonna take you apart. I'm gonna rip your fucking eyes out.
Charming, a lovable. It's such a beautiful, like, charming movie about a boy and his monkey. Yes, monkey shines. So we got Michelle first to chime in. Monkey shines. So Michelle's on the board. We got Larry with monkey shines. He's on the board. Felsher coming in hot. He's on the board at 3. I think Grande was 4th. And then 5th and final, Steven on the board. All right. Good job. But yeah, it definitely sounds like a quote from Day of the Dead, doesn't it? Like that's totally a Pilato to Bub or any zombie period. That's totally a Pilato quote, you know. But no, it's actually a Jason Begay quote, believe it or not. Boston, I can't believe I typed monkey shines. It autocorrected today. Yeah, you gotta check your keyboard, man. It can't be good. You should say that on Chicago PD. Yeah, I don't know. These days you might be able to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm surprised, Matt. Yeah, Matt went with day. I was like, oh, okay. I tricked Matt up on that one. All right. But yes. All right, let me get you guys on the wheel. We'll spin the wheel one last time to determine who is our 4th and final winner for tonight. And then we'll get the hell out of here and get ready to celebrate Christmas and all that good stuff. So, let's see. All right, let's put the names on the board. I'll go ahead and throw the wheel on here while I'm... we'll just go ahead and do it real quick. So, Bonnie with 2 entries. Paul with 3. Landrum with 2. Garrett, Born to Be Rad on the board. Brett, 1911 Guitar Dude. Larry with 3. See Lowry, Dan Lowry's on the board. Doodles of the Dead. Felsher on the board. He's got 2. 2 entries here. Very cool to have you in here, Felsher. I'm a big fan. Grande with 2. Michelle with 2. And Steven. Our final one. All right, let's get the wheel up here to determine our 4th and final winner, and who will be receiving the Don Imagine CD in the mail. All right, let's shuffle them up. Shuffle. All right, here we go. 4th and final winner. That's true, Felcher. If I was really happy, you should get all the prizes. That's true. Uh-oh. Where are we going? Oh, Paul, is it? Oh, no, Bonnie. Oh, it's going to keep. Oh, Larry got it. That last little notch. So, Larry, I don't even know if you own this or not, man, but Donna Rubenstein, Don Imagined on CD. Congratulations, sir. It'll be headed your way. So close by. That would have been the 2nd year in a row Bonnie had won some musical, either a vinyl or a CD from me. So that would have been cool. But congratulations, Larry. It's headed your way, sir. Uh-oh. Okay, we got deals being made here in the chat. Larry's saying I do have it. I'll trade D-Sun for the DVD. Okay, well, I think he had to leave. I mean, if he shoots me an email, I'll bring that up to him if he's interested. Someone hacked Red Shirt Pictures. Now everybody loves a little Romero trivia. All right. So congratulations. Larry is our 4th and final winner of the CD. And I want to thank you all for playing. I always have fun putting this together. It takes a while. Just, all the movie clips and putting together the yearbook photos and trying to figure out, trivia questions, it took a little work. So it's always fun to do. It's always gratifying to do stuff like that. But glad you guys had fun with it. Thank you guys so much for another year. I don't know if I'll see you guys again until next year because Christmas is coming up here in a few days, and there will be a new baby in my household at any minute now. It could be as soon as I get off here. So thank you guys for another awesome year. 2025 was so cool. It's great meeting quite a few of you throughout the year, whether it's back in June at Living Dead Weekend or back in October Living Dead Weekend. Yeah, it's just I don't know, it's really cool to be able to come on here every weekend and just have a place to bullshit for a few hours and talk about Romero and talk about these movies and just talk about movies in general and just have a place to hang out, because it's not like I said, you can't go to work and be like, hey, well, what are your thoughts on Jack's wife? And then just like, what? It's like you can't have these conversations anywhere else. So it's awesome. Glad to have found all of you, because for a kid that grew up loving these movies and loving this stuff, feeling like I was the only one out there, I was alone until I discovered the internet and found, like all the message boards and stuff, and later on the Facebook groups and stuff. But it's like I never really had friends to talk about this stuff with in person, So thank you guys for another awesome year. Next year, let's do it again. Like I've said before, I'll keep doing it as long as I'm having fun, and as long as you guys keep showing up and want to we'll talk about it with me, and probably even then, if I was still sitting here talking to myself about it, I could still sit here and talk about George Romero for 2 or 3 hours every weekend. And that's how I started. That's how the channel started, was me just sitting here doing a live stream to no one, just fucking talking, just getting it out. So yeah, thank you guys. Hope you guys all have a great Christmas with your family and your friends. I said family and your friends. And hope Santa brings you everything you want, because you deserve it. But let's see. Hey, good job. Michelle says that was fun. I managed to write about 20 gifts during it, so now I can go to bed. Good job. See, it's motivation. Bonnie saying great fun. Happy holidays to all. Nathan, thanks for the show. Thanks for hanging out, my man. Thanks for playing. Paul says congrats on the growing family. Oh yeah, it's growing. I'm surrounded. I cannot escape the girl dad life. I got another girl on the way. I got 2 girl dogs. As you can see, I got one 5-year-old girl who's like 15 now all of a sudden, where she just goes into her room and has a breakdown for like 10 or 15 minutes at a time, and then comes out and everything's fine. You know, I'm like, all right. And another one on the way. So pray for me. I guess is what I'm saying in short. Larry says, thanks for putting together another great game and for a year of cool shows. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Mike, and everyone in the chat. Happy New Year to you, and Merry Christmas to you as well, Larry. I'm sure I'll speak to you between now and then at some point. Michelle, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone. Stephen, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Alpha, and the rest of the crew. There is no crew here, but yeah, everybody in the chat, absolutely. Like I said, it's a one man band here. I'm playing my own instrument as always. Ed, Merry Christmas to you, my man. Have a good one. Speak to you soon. Sid says, good fun, Alpha. What I catch? Get your sleep now with the baby coming. Oh yeah, there's no sleep. There's no sleep in my future, but hey, I'm prepared. Matt, good to see you, man. Everybody go check out Drone of the Dead over there on YouTube. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, Matt. Some my love to the family. Merry Christmas, all. Daz, it was great to see you again, man. Good to have you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Take care, guys. Hope to see you all in 2026. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Same to you, my man. Felsher, it was a pleasure, man. And anytime, if you ever want to come on and chat about George, you have a place. If you ever want to come on and talk about Romero, you just say when. I'll be there. But yes, happy holidays to you too, sir. This whole thing was rigged. Shh. Don't say nothing. Brett says, fun trivia, best wishes, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year from one girl dad to another. Congrats on the addition. Yes, sir. Yes, we're in the battle together for sure. Jeff, thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you as always. Thank you for the super chat. Super generous of you. And yes, happy holidays to you. And like I said, I'll probably be speaking to you soon as well. So Grande, Blasi, Salisbury, Brandon Salisbury, everybody else in the chat, thank you so much. Like I said, I don't know when I'll be doing my next stream, but I'm sure I'll do something soon. So if I don't see you between now and then, Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a lovely holiday with your family. I'll see you then. Congratulations to our winners, and I'll be getting that shit in the mail for you. And I think that's about it. I think I've said my piece. So good night, everybody. Have a great rest of the night. A great week ahead. A great Christmas. But as always, stay scared.